Hey, what's up, everybody?
Sorry for not having no light. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here. Monday. Got a couple things I want to talk about. So, I'm gonna cut the light off. My voice is important, that's all. I wanted to talk about something that brought tears to me. And that is my headaches. I recently have been receiving short movie clips from different movies, and one of those was the movie Concussion. I've never seen it. It's one of those movies that, back when I told you guys about the differences between me and my roommate, that was one of them. Was like, I was into serious movies that kind of, predictive programming or conspiracy theorist type movies. I was more into those, and he was more into watching Sonic the Hedgehog, and harassed the living hell out of me to watch Marvel Endgame. And because with Marvel Endgame, I got to the point where I was like, bro, who's the strongest? Like, when does it ever end? Because that's the way my brain works. And I got so frustrated with, this constant creation of a new villain and some new threat to Earth, and it just never ended. You got an infinity glove and you snap. Now we done created 90,000 universes. It's just so dumb. So I just never got a chance to watch it. It's something that I've kind of spoiled it for myself looking at those clips. But what was important to me was I have had headaches for a long time. I have never seen anybody that have migraines as often as I do. I don't know anybody who takes the amount of pills that I have to take on a daily basis to keep the migraines at bay. Never. I've never seen anybody who takes, medicine, over-the-counter medication, shit you could just buy, from Walmart. I've never seen anybody do this, the way I do. And it's alarming, because the journey of my headaches started when I was already playing football. My style of play was that of Adrian Peterson, Steven Jackson. I did not have a problem using my head as a battering ram. And when I watched that short clip, I started to cry, because I thought to myself, this could be what's my problem. As many times as I went head to head, as many times as I've, tried to run guys over, how you basically try to, how they say you're gonna get tackled, but you give a hit at the same time. So on your way out of bounds, on your way down, or what have you, you're damn near like headbutting another guy, on your way down to the ground, which is then gonna, cause your head to snap back or to the side or what have you. And I just started to cry, like, God damn, man, how screwed up is my brain? because what I'm watching in the short videos was the guy was having, pulling out his teeth and super gluing them back in, and confusion and memory loss and all these different things. I went through a lot of the same shit where the headaches were so bad I wanted to die. I would take these pills knowing, what if my heart just stops? And so when I'm watching the clip, it just dawned on me like, this is what it has to be. My style of play was very, very physical. I'm not a big dude. I'm 5'7", I'm probably 160 pounds. And back then, I was just based off of the poor angles that people take in high school, because you ain't mastered the fundamentals of tackling. Outside of that, I was like a Barry Sanders. I didn't really want to get hit, but if I had to, stick it to you, I'll stick it to you. I remember, y'all remember that play Earl Campbell did when he like headbutt that dude in the chest and that dude like catapulted backwards? I did that exact same thing to a boy. He was number 14. We was playing Todd Haven, and it was a sweep to the left, and I just cut up the whole dude came, and I just lowered my head like a ram, and I could feel his chest cavity absorb the pressure, and he just bounced off my helmet going backwards. And that was, like I said, like I just like a battering ram, just right to his chest. And so, of course, me smoking weed and all these different things, I thought it was like, but again, I've seen people smoke and drink and do all these wild ass things, and nobody says, man, I gotta go get my pills from Walmart. If I don't, hell, I probably won't be able to make it to work today. It's insane. And so it brought tears to my eyes to know how fucked up my brain probably is. You guys, I would have had a car and a place to stay, hands down, if I did not have to take all of these pills. These pills they equal up probably into the hundreds of dollars at the end of the month. Not hundreds of dollars like 2-3, but it's like, $100 out of 4 weeks in a month. Yeah, I probably spend maybe $100 on these fucking pills. My stress level is at, out of 1 out of 10, it's at a 7-8. As far as just me being annoyed with life. It brought tears to me, guys, because it's like I'm living in two worlds, where I know in one world, bro, I would not be in no damn tent. I probably would have, man, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Me and my roommate probably would have worked something out as far as me being able to hold up my end of the deal with saving money. But I'm over here self-experimenting, buying all of these pills and going to chiropractors and all of this stuff. And I did all of that whenever I had the stimulus check, trying to find what is going on with my head. Yeah, I was pulling my teeth out. Not to that degree while I'm pulling the fronts out, but any teeth that I had like breaking off and stuff, man, them headaches would get so bad, I would just want the pain to be focused on something else. So I would, like, because of the low calcium and all of that different shit in my body, my teeth were just falling out in the back. And so I would just pick at it and just totally absorb the misery and the agony of a headache. Whether it's for, like, what? An hour, 30, 40 minutes? Or if it's 4-5 hours. The longest headache I've ever had, I remember, was for like 4 hours. And I didn't have the medicine cocktail that I have now. I don't even think I had anything. So I really do believe that my headaches possibly are from me playing high school football. Of course, I've been hitting the head doing other activities, but my play style, and I don't consider anything to be an accident. That clip was for me to find an answer to this shit. And again, to live in one world where you know, man, I gotta go get my pills, man, I gotta, every time I, smoke and shit like that, I can expect a headache. Man, it's almost like, and if I was to compare my condition to a cell phone and like the energy that I operate on, bro, I probably operate at 70% every day because of the drowsiness with these pills. Imagine walking out the house at 10 o'clock in the morning, take your phone off the charge, and you like, all right, we got to make 70% last all day. By the end of the day, your phone is at 30, low 40s. That's my energy level. At the end of a work shift or anything, that's one of the reasons I don't want to stay late. Anything past 9 o'clock, man, I start getting moody as hell and irritated of being in the same place. And I'm like, dude, who the hell do you know behaves like you other than somebody who has a serious mental problem? Most dudes I know, they hate their job and all of this other shit, but they can stand up and withstand a 12-hour shift. I wouldn't have a problem staying till 12 or close. Hell, even if I ain't talking to these bitch ass niggas, I'll stay late. Cause I know I can use the extra 3 hours after every shift. So it made me cry to know, like, if this what the problem is, there's gonna have to be a point where I may have to, and I mean, I've tried this before, but I reach a dead end every time with the, do you have insurance? No. Do you have a personal doctor? No. And I'm literally discharged in like maybe 8 hours. I think at one point I offered, but see, the thing is that every time these people, I think it's maybe happened twice. Every time I get offered, oh, hey, okay, well, if you go to this program and do this and do that, you could get the help, you can see a doctor, that shit, right? It always makes me change my mind when I think about, bro, I'm not missing work. I'm not missing work. As a man, I like to reach in my pocket. If I want to buy a soda, I can buy a fucking soda. If I want to eat a number one from Whataburger, I can do that. I don't want to have to come out of something and say, I don't have any money. I have to hope people understand my situation, that I've been in a hospital and I need, financial help, and I got to reapply. No, I ain't trying to do that shit. So that's what crosses my mind. Is like, man, I'm not trying to be missing work, and cause knowing me, man, nigga gotta tell, hey, all right, Charles, well, we gotta let you go. You know what I'm saying? So it was on my mind, like, okay, well, if I did try to actually fix this shit, I would have to, and that was another thing, like, you think I'm gonna leave all my shit behind while I'm over there getting worked on? I come back to this place and nigga, a whole damn village is living in here? No. Those were the sacrifices that I would have had to make if I would have said, all right, fuck everything, I'm finna go get this figured out. I don't have anywhere to put my belongings. That would have to be something that I would have to take this whole thing, that as I'm talking right now, I would have to take everything down, ask my brother to hold this shit at his house while I go off and get this fixed. Because I can't leave this stuff here. I don't think he'd have a problem with that. But there is no absolute necessary reason as to how many these headaches that I get. Imagine you getting tired and somebody say, here's a cup of coffee. You'd be like, bro, I'm tired. I'm finna go to sleep. But the headache requires you to have this caffeine plus the aspirin plus the, and the other thing to stop the throbbing. So now you never getting a restful sleep. It's just a cocktail of fuck, man. I'm telling you, it is a lot. It is a lot. And it's such a battle that this is why a lot of times I don't like my own existence. Because it's like, bro, this is okay, I found the answer. Now what? There's no damn way or nowhere I could go to then get all of this stuff done, operated, and have my blood tested and all of that other shit and find out what's going on. There's no way that I can do that and know that I got a job that I can come to, know that my cell phone is going to get cut off. All these different things are going to stop. And, that just bothers me. That really does bother me. It'd be, yeah, man. This shit bothers me, man. It bothers me. I can, I see the bags under my eyes. Again, when you're tired, you can just kind of lay down, take a nap and all of that, man. It's like my body's always wired up. It's to the point now, like, caffeine hurts me. I heard that from Phil Heath and a lot of bodybuilders. When you're taking pre-workouts, they have caffeine in them. So a lot of them say, I try not to drink coffee, I try not to eat chocolate and stuff, anything with caffeine, because having all that caffeine in your body, it becomes an inhibitor, and you actually start to strip your muscles of nutrients. Because the caffeine is just running you, and it's running you. Even if you're sitting here chilling, not moving, that shit's still in your blood, and it throws your whole body off from being able to actually relax. And that's why I said, me not talking at work right now, well, I ain't say right now, but anymore, it actually, it defends me from having to defend myself when these people, they go, oh man, you good today, or how you feeling today? Like, dude, I am the same way every fucking day. So by me not talking, they kind of see it like a robotic response out of me, as far as I come in, I put my apron on, I go wherever I need to go, and I don't say anything to anybody. Partially because just y'all presence, y'all being around me make me sick. It does. It physically makes me sick for y'all being around me, or me being around y'all, however you want to put it. It makes me sick. But to know that these headaches have kept me from getting a car, have kept me from just moving on in my life, and actually knowing that the only thing that's in my way is me, not a headache, not a restless night. You think I don't like going to bed at 9-10 o'clock in the fucking morning? Hell no. I don't like to be wired up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, because my body is just like, all right, I wake up with a headache, and so I have to take the same amount of pills that I took to go to sleep with. It's just like, God, it's such a shit show, man. It is crazy. It's crazy. And that's why I said I enjoy the silence of all of what's going on outside of this tent, is because it's given me a chance to really figure out some things. Instead of having to sit there and say, oh, well, Charles, you good today? Charles, hey, man, you moving fast today and all of that. Like, it's like, dude, I'm really, with you guys, I'm so disgusted that I have reached a point where, and I told you guys, I don't like this. I don't like it, well, not one bit, where when I get upset, I don't want to think about eliminating, people and getting physical with motherfuckers because they piss me off. I don't like to do that. I wasn't raised to have any excuse to think like that or any of it. But a lot of having to do with the migraines and stuff like that is that, like, I really would like to express I live in a civilized society. All right. And in a civilized setting, you can't go around slapping people. You just can't do that. It's entertaining yet frustrating when you know what you would do and what you did. Angie. I've told this story before. And this especially applies to people that come from third world, Nigeria, any of these places, right? Where, or hell, you don't even have to come from them places. You could just be somebody who wasn't very popular, You fell on the ugly side and, the weird side and all of this other stuff of society, right? Now, when you finally get a job, you have been so used to not having your opinion being heard. I have witnessed with my own eyes a borderline retard female during COVID didn't have any input on any of our conversations we were having, right? So one day I just, decided to say, hey man, what kind of guys do you like? You like tall dudes, what kind of dudes you like? And she looked at me the same way that I used to work at Walmart and some buck-tooth. Oh my God. She looked at me like, huh? What? Huh? Like, whatever. So, at that moment, she gave her opinion. And I made it a thing to just include her because it was awkward why everybody else is talking. You're over there looking at us, but we're not asking you anything. It's kind of weird, right? It's called reading the room. And as the day progressed, as the days passed, weeks passed, right? You're starting to see this chick start every sentence with, oh my God, I can't stand this. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, can you believe what she did? And I'm like, damn. So now that you didn't spread your wings to fly, this is how you choose to use that power? Or that ability, I should say. The ability to say something and people hear you. Because I told y'all, most people, they are dead inside. They don't have anything of substance to talk about. They don't have anything what we would consider good news to share with anybody or an experience. They don't have anything inside of them that is righteous. And they've been trained through what they see. It's like, oh, so if I complain, then maybe other people don't like what I complain about, so we can complain together, right? That's what they do. And as I watched that chick do that, I said, damn, that's how easy it is, man, to take somebody that you could either start a conversation with them like, so are you attracted to guys from your country, or, you know, are you more attracted to the American kind of guy? And where she kind of like slowly know how to, you know, communicate and exchange dialogue and understand the different intricacies and questions and philosophies and beliefs and codes and shit like that, right? No. Just say, oh my God, man, she asked me for 2 extra napkins. Like, oh my God, bitch, I already gave it to you. She started to talk real nasty, using profanity and all that shit that she never did before I talked to her that one particular day. So I said that to say, Angie, I told y'all she got one of them prehistoric skulls. Got a big old whopper for a head, man. Yeah, I told you when they dig up them prehistoric skulls and they like, hey y'all, this our skulls used to look like this. That's what her head looked like. One of big old cone head motherfucker, man. Just anyway, not attractive at all. She might be attractive to one of these Africans. I made that video saying you city niggas have just the poorest perception of what a fine female is, or even a good looking female is, because y'all are afraid and intimidated of a real bad female. You niggas won't walk up to no female at Walmart, one of them late 20s, mid 30s, hell, probably in her 40s, and got a whopper for her ass, and you like, God damn. You ain't gonna talk to that chick. You gonna go fishing for some early 20s, mid 20s, preferably early 20s, little chatterbox little kid. Yeah, I got me one. Boy, please. I told y'all about that story with Madison. Dude gonna walk back in there. Can I have your number? I'm like, now I don't expect this nigga to know what I know because I work with her, but really? Even with this big ass pink mop on her fucking head, that, come on now. Come on. What's going on? But that's in his wheelhouse as far as difficulty. It's not very hard. And I told you, to a little kid like that, like it's like a kid walk up to you and you give them $5. They like, oh my God, Mama, I got $5. That's how, that was her reaction to the dude coming in and asking for a number. And you don't even be a gentleman and take off your shades. You fucking coward. Don't want to look in the eyes. Anyway. Yeah, man, I can't just go around slapping motherfuckers, because Angie, I believe, just like Madison, has hopped on the proverbial let's poke CJ train. Or not poke, but let's all get on the same page as far as we don't like Charles. I told y'all this same shit in high school. I had to check damn near everybody in my class on, if you got something to say, my nigga, just say it. And everybody was like, nah, bro, we good. Like, we know that you either just playing around or the shit you say, like, we agree with it. And it was one particular female that I ended up having sex with later on in life that I was like, yo, man, I got worried everybody talking about you want to fight me and all of that. First of all, you're a female. So all of this, you know, and I wasn't the biggest dude. She probably would have kicked my ass. I'm not even going to bullshit you. But I was like, what's the problem? Like, what am I doing that you don't like, that I'm hearing from everybody is bothering you? She was like, you just talk about everybody. And I asked her, are the things that I'm saying about these people true or false? And she was like, yeah, well, you got to point out. So she started to, the programming started to unravel in her mind that like, oh, okay, so he don't just have nothing better to do than just talk about this, that, and the third. All the teachers that I talk about, y'all saw the same shit that I saw. All the different triple doubles standards that they got for certain kids that they like, y'all saw exactly what I was talking about. how they treat athlete kids versus the kid that don't play ball, y'all see what the fuck I'm talking about. These teachers trying to clown you in front of the whole class instead of being an adult and say, hey, bro, just get out the class, my nigga. You interrupting what I'm doing. Y'all saw what the fuck I'm talking about. So, I watch this. I'm picking up. I'm sensing certain things, you know, that, oh, okay, well, it wouldn't surprise me because Caesar has a female-like spirit. And it wouldn't surprise me if this dude had said, like, yeah, me and Charles got into it, and, you know, this is why we don't work on these days. And I know word has got around. I do. I'd be a fool not to think it. But what I would be a fool to do is when I even suspect you saying something about me, I would just slap the living fuck out of you. Prison rule style. Just, I thought I heard something about me. Whop! But I can't because, like I said in the beginning, I live in a civilized society outside of the jailhouse. So if I just act on impulse, see, this is why it creates a menacing, psychopathic, like, inner demon inside of me and other people who are like this, because you know you heard what you heard, but you can't just grab the nearest thing and just whop a nigga upside the head and be like, I heard what you said. Man, all I said was Happy Father's Day. Oh, my bad. I thought you said something about, you know, me being a bitch. You know, really put the fear of God in one of these niggas. So I believe that the problem between me and Caesar got back to Madison. Madison had possibly said, oh yeah, me too, because I don't like when Charles do this. Because what's my evidence? My evidence is that when Caesar's not there, or Madison pick and choose when she want to talk to me, and it's normally when Caesar's not there, because I guess they done made a pact. Like, oh well, I'm not gonna talk to him either. Okay, so I think now that virus has now spread to Angie, because Angie, see, I said it the other day, it's easy to talk about the guy that stands on the top of the mountain all by himself. It's hard to go in the village and blame one person in a village. It's easy to blame the one dude standing over there by himself. Fuck with the one guy standing over there by himself. And you know what got them people so fucked? It's because I have manners, I respect my elders, I work hard, I work fast, I work consistent, I'm easy to work with. So it's like my actions don't line up with my attitude. They're like, how the fuck is, like, and so it makes them in their mind like, man, I'ma just stop fucking with them completely. That's what you should have did. I told you niggas that in the geek. I told you niggas, I don't like nobody. I don't give a fuck about any type of inner condition motherfuckers got going on. Motherfucker, I've been chose by God, nigga. I see shit in you bitch ass niggas that you don't see in your goddamn self. And that makes me secure within myself that, bro, I know why I need to stay quiet. I know why I am the way I am. I know why a nigga ain't eager to be my friend. It's because you niggas is used to everybody telling y'all. Y'all used to having them fluff ass conversations. I told y'all how these niggas talking shit because I ain't in the conversation. I don't even have to be a part of the conversation. If it was like it used to be, where I'm just kind of like on my phone and somebody will say something to me and then I'm like, you know, hey, what's up? And, you know, everybody just kind of, you know, man, these niggas got 10-cent fake ass smiles and laughs now. Everything is kind of like a sneak diss. Like I said, I heard this bitch ass nigga say something like, hey man, like, I know it's slow tonight, but I don't feel safe, you know, leaving you here by yourself and all of that and shit like that. And I'm over like probably 5 feet away from this nigga. I'm just like, man, if I was crazy and this was like 1940s or 50s, bro, I would have walked over to that damn and just punched you right in your fucking mouth. Fuck your teeth up. And if you would have been like, man, wasn't nobody even saying nothing about you, I'd have been like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Shit, my bad. But I had to just sit there and listen to it in the side of my ear and like, you bitch ass nigga, I done heard you several times during this shift say shit like I think I heard at one point I heard him say something like, man, I'm gonna go take out the trash. He pissing me off because I still got to do all that over there. I think I heard him say that. Which, once again, you bitch ass nigga, your shift was over 3 hours ago, buddy. But since you want to be everybody's token nigga, that's exactly why Janet told your bitch ass, stop staying late. Because when you stay late, you start getting frustrated. But you a teacher's pet. That you want to sit up there and try to, like I said, throw these little slights in there like, yeah, I still got to do all that over there. Yeah, you bitch ass nigga, I told you. Don't you ever fix your motherfucking mouth to piss me off. You made a threat toward me, motherfucker. And it took everything in me, tears and all, to not throw all this shit away. Because they would have fired me. They would have kept your token ass. They would have fired me, my nigga. Without hesitation. I'm in the real multiverse, you bitch ass. I saw that shit happening. Like, yeah, they would have fired me, bro. Even though I would have told them that you started it with this hope, man. Come on, man. Come on, let me do this so I can get out of here. I'm like, who the fuck you talking to, nigga? I was like, my shift is now. Your shift been ended, my nigga. So, like my shit. If I'm spitting that real shit and I'm, spitting that shit, hey man, y'all like the video up. Like it, please. Subscribe to this channel, man. I'm trying to get out of this life, man. I'm trying to fix what I don't really. I know what when I think about, okay, first of all, the Angie shit, right? I don't deal with customers. I'm too much of a comedian. If I take care of a customer, it's because at that very moment, I'm making a conscious choice to work. By me being in uniform, I'm obligated to take care of anybody that walks through that door, even if I don't know what I'm doing. I have to acknowledge that person, and I have to service that person. Okay? Coming from the guy with the bad attitude. There was a guy that came in, an Indian guy. And I asked him, you here for pickup? He said, yeah. I said, what's the name? He said, EJ. And I say, DJ? Yeah. So I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't see nothing for a DJ. And I, took my headphone out. I was like, you said DJ or CJ? What did you say? And he said, DJ. And I was like, all right, let me keep looking. So I don't see this order. And Angie comes over and she goes, what's he looking for? And I looked at the receipt again. And I see VIJAH. And the comedian in me bust out laughing, was like, VJ? He goes, yeah. I said, bro, I was like, who the fuck name is VJ? And I was like, I've heard CJ, JJ, DJ, VJ? And I started laughing. I wasn't laughing like hilariously, but I was just chuckling. So, here's where the violation took place. Angie, being one of the inductees into this CJ's excommunicano movement, she boldly, walks up to me, and she gave me like one of them little shoves, like a little female shove on the shoulder, like, boy, move, I got it. And I'm just laughing like, VJ, who the fuck? Boy, I swear you niggas is. If it ain't Muhammad, if it ain't Hamad, if it ain't Hamid, Hashid, Jesus Christ. So I'm just, chuckling, and I'm walking away, and she was like, what are you doing? You just laughed in that guy's face. And I was like, cause his name was fucking stupid. Like, it's no big deal, trust me. It's not a big deal, bro. It was funny. And yeah. So I instantly started thinking like, oh, she gonna wanna go tell somebody this shit. Because, what did I say? When you don't have nothing going on in your own head, in your own life, in your own inner workings, you cling to the lower. And that's what we do here in America, especially. Everybody clings to the lower. And it's easy to, again, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, because I think I heard this bitch one time say something like, she tried to induct herself. She tried to insert herself into this whole, why you and CJ not talking and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm not a fool. I know Caesar has, he, we got into it, and I tried to kind of like forget all about it and move forward, but it's been damn near 2 months and he ain't said shit in like damn near 2 months. He ain't said nothing. So I get, and his thing, I get it. It is what it is, though. At the end of the day, it is what it is. That's his little, cop-out statement. I understand it. It is what it is. I already know. I told myself, if I was to mock that nigga to his face, boy, that nigga would be mad as hell. If I was to mock all you bitch ass nigga to y'all face. Hold on, y'all. Let me come back with another video. If I was to mock y'all to y'all face and let y'all hear how y'all sound, y'all would be very, very, very upset with me. But it's how y'all talk. It's empty. It's nothing. And so I'm looking at Angie move around, and I'm like, she's looking for Caesar. She's trying to find this nigga to explain what I did, so he can shake his head and say, man, see, man, Charles, man, see. And at that moment, I was like, boy, I swear, man, I really wish I could just act out what I want to. First of all, bitch, don't you ever put your fucking hands on me. Don't you ever touch me. You understand me? I'm not to be played with, man. And it's been feeling like I just have to find a way out. This has nothing to do with any of my life choices, because I innocently got into smoking weed. I innocently played football and possibly fucked up my head in the long run. I innocently started taking medicine to get rid of these headaches so that I can just have a job and be able to function normally. I innocently am always broke trying to find a way to cut back on this, cut back on that, but looking around like, bro, I spend $6 on Subway sandwiches. I drink $3 shakes. I get $5 chickens from the deli and rice. I don't smoke, packs of weed, and rolling up blunts and all this shit. I go to the gym and I exercise. I live a pretty innocent, mediocre life. I can't think of one thing in my life where somebody was like where I had a choice to do this or that and I chose the lesser. That's never been a thing of mine, because since high school, before the headaches, were my grades. I wanted to make good grades. I wanted to not be the kid that had summer school every fucking year. I wanted to be the brother out of the bunch that I didn't have to hide my progress report and shit like that. These were innocent things as a kid that I can't think of at any moment where I just said, man, fuck it. Because I wasn't raised like that. If there's a problem, I need to fix it. That's the way I was raised. As a man, you gotta fix it. Take full responsibility and fix it. What I can take responsibility for is busting my ass under the condition of I'm operating on less energy than so many people out here. Like people say, man, like the way you just handling it, bro, like you doing all right, my nigga. I don't really know too many niggas that's doing this shit like you do, and I'm just, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, but I expect more out of myself. I do. And I know that it's because of the headaches that I can't save $50, $70, $100. I told y'all to go inside of Walmart knowing you finna get a Subway sandwich. Like, you finna only have to spend $10 a day. Now you're looking in your cart like the fucking meds. The meds then equaled another $10. So that's $23. Spending $20-something every damn day. There is no cutting back. The only thing I can do from this point, and I wish it was as easy as I can say, I would have to leave my job, go to get some type of medical treatment to find out what's really going on with my head. Because the way that I live, I'm burning a candle on both ends. All these pills and stuff like that, man, like I said, my brother was like, man, it's them cardboard cigars you smoking. It's them damn blacks you smoking. I'm like, dude, y'all don't have any idea what it is. Like, y'all think I'm somebody coming up to y'all saying my back hurt. Give me some of them pills for my back. Like, nigga, this ain't no back hurt shit. This ain't no, I just need to sit down and, oh man, because I'm working long shifts, I need meds to ease the pain. No, I work out, so pain to me does not exist in a fashion in which I can't do something. Like, oh man, I'm so sore from working out, I can't walk. No, we don't do that. I'm so sore I can't work out today. No, we're still working out. So there's just, that's the fact of that matter, is that I take full responsibility for the small amount of things that I have either unintentionally created or intentionally created. That's why I got so angry and upset and just turned my back on God, because it's like, bro, I know why this is happening to me. And for me to just not receive any type of, for me to be living like this, man, it just sucks. It sucks. Even the lady at my, Cordelia, you take all the pills and you just need to stop and take it because you have to do, I have headache all the time. And I'm just like, you don't understand, bro. You don't understand. You don't understand. You just don't. And I'm glad that me being silent all the time now, it helps alleviate a lot of these fucking questions and niggas trying to coach me on my life and what could be wrong with me and all. And like I said, I don't mind advice. I only got one brain and it's fucked. So sometimes somebody that don't smoke, that, you know, they may think, you know, they may have, you know, they may be in deep thought at times and they want to explain something to me that they think, trust me, I'm not negating the fact that I don't know everything. I don't. When people make suggestions and they say certain things to me, I take it in. I do. Because I want to know what's going on with me. I've been going through this for 10 years. Taking these pills. I mean, it's tough, man. It really is. It really is. So that was a whole hour of me talking about that. I wrote it down in my notes. I'm glad I had a chance to talk about it because, like I said, it brought tears to my eyes to know that this could be what's wrong with me. From playing football in high school, my play style and stuff like that, that I could be an alcoholic and not wake up with hangovers. I can go buy a pack of cigarettes knowing I don't smoke and not have to worry about waking up with a migraine that feel like I've been hit in the head while I was asleep. I can do all of these things and never have to reach for a fucking pill. I'll look down at my goddamn Cash App and say, oh man, I can, you know, put that $100 to the side. I get paid tomorrow. Today's Monday. I get paid Wednesday. Imagine if I had, you know, $150. Let's just say in all reality, if I was to be reimbursed for the meds and all of that stuff that I spend money on and shit like that, I would probably have about probably $190 to $215 starting today and get paid in 2 days. So that's what, $150, $200 I could put to the side. That's the frustrating thing, is like, you already know, bro, it's not gonna happen, my nigga. You can hope and off all of that, but you already know at some point them fucking pills is gonna drain your pockets. Them pills is what's gonna drain your pockets. Again, if I didn't have to take these pills, I could live so freely with. I can go buy protein shakes. When I say protein, I mean like powdered protein, and, you know, actually make my own shake, and I can go eat, you know, whatever the fuck I want before work. All of these different things that I'm shackled by the fact that, like, as long as I had these headaches, bro, I'm always gonna be like struggling with money unless I just receive a lump sum and know that, okay, I can buy the meds and do all that. You know, that's why a lot of people are like, man, why don't you try food stamps? Food stamps is one of those things. Like, first of all, I'm homeless, so it's difficult for me to have any type of anything mailed to me or anything like that. And you know, at the end of the day, man, I got approved for it, but I didn't want to go through with it because my cousin had texted me and said that they got an email saying that they recognize somebody else is in the house receiving benefits, and that's because I had gave them his address to ship the card, because I told them I was homeless. I didn't have anywhere to stay. So, but when he was like, man, my wife just said that, you know, we getting our food stamps changed. I was like, oh, my bad, bro. I was like, I apologize. I said, I won't even go through with this shit, and I'll put an end to it right now. So I'm going to shut up, and I'll come back with some more videos later on, you guys. Again, man, I appreciate all the, every subscriber and stuff like that, because I could tell, man, this is going to be one of those things in 3 years. I'm going to look back and say, I'm so grateful that I every day I didn't want to make a video, I made one. Every day that I didn't want to make a better thumbnail, I made one. Every day that I didn't feel like fucking talking and shit, I talked. And it'll be some type of revenue that I know in certain scenarios that I could look to my right and left and say, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. And I know that, okay, I can go to school, I could do all these different things now, to where I'm not gonna just completely escape the mediocrity and the low vibrational nature of society. I won't escape it, it's everywhere, but at least I could do something that I can look back and say, man, compared to what I do now, that shit back then was like mutilating myself, like it was just ridiculous. And it's all because of this, and this. I have a lot of skills, and I'm self-motivated to the point where I actually want to see the things happen. I'm not just somebody that smokes weed and then have hopes and dreams that I never want to accomplish. No. Because I don't like to lie to myself. When I tell myself I'm going to do something, I don't do it, I get very angry with myself, which is not often. So I'm going to be quiet and get something to eat and try to, 6 o'clock now. So y'all have a good day, man. I'll see y'all later. So I did get a chance to see the video of Rampage Jackson's son, doing some pretty messed up stuff, man. That was pretty messed up. I saw the full video, and it was funny because they said that apparently, him and the guy got into it before all this even took place, where him and the guy were like face to face, and the dude thought that he was, because when you're a wrestler, some of the best wrestlers, they try to stay in character all the time. And him and the guy were face to face. The guy goes, "You don't know who I am, do you?" And the kid was like, "I don't," Rampage's son was like, I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care who you are. And he was like, so he takes this beer can and he, wrestling style, hits him in the head with it. And, as a real reaction, he's just like, what the fuck was that? And everybody, the guys that were around, was like, bro, he's not a worker. He's not one of us. He's not a worker. And so, it was known, like, the guy was like, all right, man, let's shake hands. I didn't know that you were, so they were cool, right? Next thing you know, he comes out, he's like, you want to kind of try to work an angle, kind of work this into a match or what have you, right? So he tells the guy, well, he didn't, he didn't tell him it was understood, like they were going to try to probably work this into a match or, something like that. Next thing he knows, all he was supposed to do was pick up the guy, like you saw, he was supposed to slide in a ring, how wrestlers do when you clearly feel the ring shaking and you don't turn around or anything like that. There are ways to sell shit, bro, that gives it just, if WWE's if its authenticity is at 50%, there are ways you can enhance it to put it at like another 30%, so like 80%. to leave that 20% of people to think that is it real or not. But when y'all just do stupid shit like that, like have a 400-pound dude slide in the damn ring and I got my back turned, you don't think I felt that damn the ring shake? What the hell? But anyway, he slides in the ring. He's supposed to pick the guy up, slam him down, and, you know, kind of pull some punches is what they call them in wrestling. Well, this is what I believe to be a kid that was possibly abused, possibly that has father issues, possibly who wants to try to out Rampage Jackson, and this dude completely loses his shit, slams the guy, as you see in the video, and just starts hitting this dude with punches that you would think these niggas was in a street fight. Everybody in the ring pulls him off. And then this fuckhead gets on the internet and says, everybody was making fun of me, man. I'm just tired of people making fun of me. It's not funny. Stop making fun of me. Yeah. Not gonna work, buddy. Not gonna work. Ain't nothing wrong with you, boy. Well, there is something wrong with you. Your lie was pathetic. Your attack on this man, I would hope that he sues your ass into oblivion. And you pay the price for what you did. Because it's people like you, and it's a lot of unhinged fucks in this society that put a lot of people who are just trying to do their job at risk. I saw the other day one of the females pile drives a female on the steps. And I be thinking to myself, first of all, that's why you have to respect that the craft and the artistry of wrestling. Because these are like, basically they're showing you how movies are made just at a slower pace when it comes to action scenes. You know, the guys swing and punch and you duck twice and grab them and throw them through the wall, and, you know, it just kind of look all choreographed or whatever the word is. So, yeah, he gets on the internet and lies, saying that everybody was making fun of him. You know, there's, you know, I'm sorry if I'm a judge or anybody that have the power to punish you for that. Don't even waste your time saying it, buddy. I don't believe it, not for 1 second. You lost your fucking mind because you were once again either abused sexually, somewhere along the lines, possibly drug abuse, alcohol abuse, and you had a moment where you were just literally out of character. I told y'all, it's some people on this planet that are just like that, man. They waiting on an opportunity to really let out a beast inside of them. Now, you see, I could have done the same thing with old dude, but what I told you, there's something in my brain that clicks, be like, I ain't in the mood to be going to jail. I'm not in the mood to be giving statements. I'm not in the mood to be having my knuckles checked and all this other shit. I'm just not in the mood. So, I don't do that. Now, I could have did what that dude did and said, hey, well, he was talking about me. He made me mad. So I clocked him upside his head with with one of these things that we work with up in here. Like, what sense does that make? You know what? I won't get in the cart. I don't feel like walking. What sense does that make? That's psychotic. Ain't nowhere in hell somebody would believe what the hell I'm saying if I was to tell them, yeah, man, he just made me mad and I just decided to clock him upside his head. That don't make a lick of sense. Yo. Hurry up for they copyright this damn video. But that was all, man. I ain't really have much to say. I'm here at Walmart grabbing just 2 items and go back home and eat and try to go to sleep. But yeah, man, and I want to say this too. I saw an interview with D Wade, and D Wade made a comment like, the fans, you know how they go off into the fans pay for this, the fans are the reason we exist. And I've said this before, no, they're not. Fans, we're not as important as you think you are. You got people that have stocks in these teams. You got people that, actually have a say so if the team, sink or swim. And you think just because you watching it and all of that, and you paying for a soda and all of that shit matters? Boy, please. They'll shut these damn teams down and start up some other shit. Like, you got the game fucked up. But D-Wade said, he say, yeah, man, the fans, y'all just don't know what we go through, and yada, 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 right? And the first thing I thought of was, nigga, you sound like some motherfucker me, that movie that's coming out, him. That's what it sound like. You're not about to sit here and play on my intelligence, motherfucker, and tell me you don't know what it's like. What do you mean I don't know what it's like? I had 2 days. I had practice. I had scrimmages. I had drills. Depending on how far you actually go in this shit, you like, yeah, nigga, I had to, I had to go to different programs and training, things like that and all of that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've had injuries. I've had people get recognition that they didn't deserve. What are you talking about, Dwayne Wade? Oh, I know what you're talking about. You talking about that shit we seen in that damn movie trailer. You sound like somebody that has seen and done some shit that you in your life say the fans have no idea about this side of the sport. This creepy, Kabbalistic, human sacrifice type shit, bro, that go on behind the scenes. You bitch ass niggas don't know, and that's what that's how I believe they talk about us, like people that were. I ain't no fan of nothing, because the shit is annoying to me. It's annoying and it's stupid. But I believe that's how they think about us, is like, yo, bro, like, y'all don't know what we gotta do to give y'all this fucking product, and you think that they just let us play. They don't just let us play. They tell us what to do, like, and we can't even tell y'all a lot of this shit, because what I believe a lot of them, they know they'll wake up and their bank account will be empty. They won't have shit in their bank account, and they'll be looking around like, holy shit, just because I said this or that. Like, they really drained my bank account, bro. They took me to court. They really did this shit. You ain't damn right they gonna do that. I really need to hurry up and get up out. Hold on, y'all. They playing that creepy ass song from Beetlejuice, that 8 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot shit, whatever. Something about as creepy as that damn movie was. But Jesus Christ. Back to the jungle. Like I said, man, these niggas, they just y'all act like y'all are doing some super athlete shit when you guys get out of college. Like, bro, I'm not dumb. And that's what it sounds like to me. You trying to insinuate that it's stuff we would never understand, and got this damn movie coming out, which looks great. I mean, I've already done a review of the trailer. All the symbolism and shit like that. Oh boy, that's some wicked shit there, my nigga. And I mean, Jordan Peele, bro, how did you get these sign-offs? I mean, but my brain goes straight to the truth, bro. I mean, are you getting pickles in your ass? Do you go both ways? How do you get the okay to make these kind of films that are basically predictive programming? Like I said, man, this shit goes on like they get so I guess they come up with an idea and then they go yeah, man, well, so we're gonna do this concept, right? So we're gonna need to do some real investigative shit. Okay, well, what? Well, we need to know, so what, and this is off the record, completely confidential, right? Tell me some of the things that you athletes go through that a lot of people don't know about. Oh man, see, shit, man, a lot of people don't know, it ain't really even about the game. It's not even about the game, my nigga. It's, can they trust you with valuable information, and can they trust you to keep these secrets and stuff like that? And if you can, then you better just hope that you become somebody that they gonna promote and push and pay and do all of that shit, and maybe you can become a Patrick Mahomo or a LeBron, the influencer James. You could become one of those people, or Tom Brady or something. It's just how far are you willing to go into this hole of debauchery? That's some wicked shit, my dude. And so he just sits there yeah, man, so a lot of guys don't know, man. When you come in, bro, first of all, they're gonna want to look at you butt ass naked, right? They're gonna want to know if you really, you got men in there, bro. You're gonna be surprised. There are gonna be no women. It's just all men in there, right? And then they send you through this scan thing, right? And then I think at some point I lost consciousness and I felt a knot in the back of my head. But anyway, I started getting these really bad headaches and stuff. And so yeah, man, I think a lot of this shit's off the record, and they don't, this is how it really works, bro. You're gonna have to watch some shit. You think these guys are your teammates? Some of these guys are actually preying on your daughter. And I'm dude, Jesus Christ. Yeah, where's the route running and shit? The scene where they getting punched in the face with the fucking ball, the football throwing machine. And see, it's just so corny, and I'm glad I thought about this too, because it's so fucking whack. First of all, stop trying to make the quarterback position look like it's some damn Michael Vick shit. The quarterback position is not first of all, it ain't no nigga. Sure, what you saying? Quarterback can't be black? No, he can't. Most of the time, no, he cannot. He got too much bling bling going on. What I mean by bling bling is that you not focused on being the best quarterback that you could be. There's always something extra with one of these niggas. Something extra. What about Jalen Hurts? Look here, man. In this modern day sports era, people like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the guy who wore a fucking crop top. I don't give a damn about none of these soft ass dudes, bro. They gotta put somebody in these spots. So I don't look at it as oh, he worked his way up to the top. Fuck no, bro. If they want to I told you, bro, they can come up with a character named Johnny Poo Poo Head. If Johnny Poo Poo Head wear 23, they gonna be like, Johnny Poo Poo Head, man, he might be better than Mike. That's just how stupid society is. They can just make up whatever they want. And you're going to have a certain sector of the planet that support that. So, anyway, you try to make this, and it's so, again, man, it's so fucking nauseating, because it's well, we can't use a white guy because they're going to automatically think Tom Brady, right? And I already said, if I see Tom Brady in this movie, I'm going to scream. I'm going to fucking scream. Hey, there's Tom Brady walking down the hallway. Yeah, he was my idol. But anyway, and they just, cut the camera somewhere else. I'm going to be like, that's what keeps me away from movies, man. That's what niggas try to, hey, man, you should watch. No, I'm not. I don't should watch nothing. Because all of it is just slapping you in the face. That's all it's doing. And that's crazy because they all of this and they gonna say, you still gonna watch it. You still gonna let your son go play ball. You hear me? You're not gonna be so grossed out by this damn movie. Or you just gonna take the title of it's just a movie. You'll take that and just incorporate it in and say, yeah, son, you can still, play center or middle linebacker. It's okay. It's just a movie. That movie Concussion got me thinking. It's like, god damn, bro, like, you really be sending your goddamn kids into battle, like in the war. That nigga told that nigga in that movie, he said, man, the only thing that matter in this country is, what did he say? To God is like America and football. And then he was like, God did not intend to us for to be playing football. Don't bring God into this. He was like, oh, all right, well, I'm just saying, like, I just showed you all these damn animals and mammals and shit banging their heads on shit. And they got shit built in their head to protect them. We don't. And I'm so programmed that I can't imagine a world without football. I like football. I like what it can do to a person, to the fans, to a culture and stuff like that. But overall, it is a very, very brutal sport. I mean, shit. When you get to some of the highest levels of this shit, y'all done seen them damn videos of Ray Lewis. Man, you are literally decapitating men out there. The way Ray Lewis plays is like, holy shit. Hitting people like that is like, bro, that's damn near assault. How hard that nigga was hitting people. So, yeah. I saw the Rampage Jackson doohickey. And to that, you are a fucking psychopath. And your ass needs to be in prison or some type of facility. And your father needs to probably be investigated for child abuse. And for the big man that got hurt like that, I'm sorry that happened to you, dog. I know in some point in your mind, you like, this stupid nigger then lost his mind. And to that, hey, I agree. So, I'm out.